The new king of the meta is here.
Hello and welcome to the table, and today I'm back with another One Piece gameplay Decktech video. Today talking about the new king of the meta himself, Blackbeard. This guy, if you don't already know what he is, he's about to be the new Scourge of One Piece. And is a 5k for life yellow-black leader that basically allows you to trash a trigger to redirect the target of an attack on your opponent's attack once per turn into your leader or one of your other Blackbeard Pirates type characters. So it's Dofi, basically, but yellow, so it's gonna be better. And it has a lot of triggers, and a lot of Onkyo, and a lot of shenaniganry that is pretty similar to Gecko Moria. So two pretty solid decks, wrapped up into one package? Okay, so this is gonna be a good deck. And lo and behold, it is a very good deck. So I am running some old cards, because not all the cards for this deck have been spoiled yet, obviously. And some new cards that we all know about, that a lot of people know about, are not on the sim yet. So I will talk about those separately. But I just kind of want to show everybody that Blackbeard is already good, but that he's not going to be as scary as people might think he is. Yes, I know that seems kind of counterintuitive, because not all of his stuff has been spoiled yet, and not all the good stuff that just got spoiled is on the sim yet. Well, I think despite that, this deck is not going to be as scary as people think it is. I don't think he's going to be as terrifying as Nami is right now, as terrifying as Penel is right now. I do still think that he is going to be at the top of the meta, maybe number one, maybe in the top 3, don't know exactly sure yet, but I think he will do a lot of good work. But let's talk about the deck real quick. So basically, we got a lot of good triggers. We got a lot of triggers that do a lot of different things, mostly activating the Onkos of several different characters, because every character in this deck basically has a good Onkyo. Whether it's letting you play a full lead, whether it's, shrinking one of your opponent's characters by 3k power, whether it's KOing 2 of Penel's stupid little weenies, whether it's resting a 6 cost or less, whether it's adding the top of your opponent's life to their hand, whether it's making your leader a 7k, or, we got some other good cards that just heal you. Just get a card with a cost of 6 or less in your trash and heals you. That's awesome. We also got some good searching. We got a lot of searchers in this deck. There have been no searchers spoiled so far for Blackbeard. So I imagine there are probably going to be some cards spoiled for Blackbeard that are searchers. But until then, I'm running these. And we also got some big teeth in the 10 cost Blackbeard that is going to be replaced by the 8 cost Blackbeard that I will show in a second. And then there's Black Hole, because it's just a good card and I wanted to run it, because why not? It's also a trigger, so hey. But let's really quickly look at some of the other cards that have been spoiled and talk about those real quick. So, starting things off, we got this Blackbeard, the Secret Blackbeard. This guy's insane. It is an 8 cost 10k. Then on play, lets you look at the top 3 and heal one of those to the top of your life. And then it triggers to negate up to one of your opponent's characters. And then KO a different character, or the same character, with a cost of 5 or less. So, let's say you're going up against Lucy. You can negate the effects of Leo, which protects their board, basically. And you can KO a Cavendish. Bada bing, bada boom. You just neutralized a very good, deck. Because basically, with this 10k body, and the 8k Shiryu, and if you want to, the 12k Blackbeard from OP09, you are going to have ways to be able to whittle down Lucy and destroy Lucy. The only problem was, well, Cavendish can get them so much value. Okay, trigger this guy once. You negate the thing that would protect it, if you need to. Otherwise, negate a blocker. And then KO the Cavendish. And then boom, you don't need to worry about the Cavendish anymore. It's fine. You're fine. It's okay. So that's insane. And the card by itself can be played in any yellow deck, which is already stupid. And it is just one of the cards of all time. It is a stupid yellow card, and figures. It's not leader locked. Thank you, Bandai. But then we also got I am Blackbeard. Or I mean Z, haha. This guy is basically an I am Whitebeard event, but for Blackbeard. It is an 8-cost main event, just like I am Whitebeard. Except this guy says if you have 10 or more Dawn on your field, you can play a Blackbeard from your hand. Oh, like this Blackbeard. Cool. So you basically spend the same amount of Dawn to play a card. So what's the benefit? Well, then you add up to 1 card from the top of your opponent's life cards to their hand. So you burn the top of your opponent's life and get to play this Blackbeard, or the 10-cost Blackbeard. Depending on what the deck has access to, might run 10-cost Blackbeard, might not, who knows. But basically, you got an 8-cost version of Boa Hancock. Because this burns, this heals, and it is also a 10k. So that's insane. And it triggers to draw 2 and trash 1. So it's also a trigger that you can trash to your leader. So you got a lot of really stupid cards. This card, though, and this Blackbeard, though, are, in my opinion, the 2 best cards in the deck. And I think the deck needed those, because the deck doesn't have a lot of teeth. And yes, you got the 10-cost Blackbeard. But the deck is very end game. Just, it has an absurd end game, and it murders the opponent in the end game. But in the mid portions of the game, it doesn't have a lot going for it. And I feel like if there isn't anything spoiled, that's like a good 6k body, a 7k body, preferably something like a 5-cost 6k, or a 4-cost 6k. That's a brick, to make it more fair or whatever. Something like that, if it's not spoiled, I don't think Blackbeard's going to be as insane as people say it is, because if you can rush it down, then it's fine. So a deck like Penel could be very good into it, because you just play the vassals and do stupid stuff with the vassals. Yes, you have Doc Q and Vasco Shot to help manage aggression against a deck like Penel, or Vasco Shot to just manage aggression in general, or Van Augur or whatever, but still. I feel like Blackbeard is not as insane as people say it is. It's going to be very good. I think it's going to be near the top of the meta, maybe the top of the meta, depending on what else gets spoiled, but there are no more SRs that are going to be spoiled, only rares at the highest level that are going to be spoiled for Blackbeard. So, I think we're fine. I think the deck's going to be fine. Nothing too insane, but it is going to be a competitive powerhouse. And yes, it can run other yellow slop, but I don't care about that because I'm not doing that because I'm building this guy and I hate yellow slop and I'm not doing that. I don't run it in Nami, I'm not running it in Blackbeard. So, with all that aside, let's dive into some games and have some fun with the new Blackbeard. Going up against the new Luffy Ace, a 6k 4-life leader. That's pretty solid. That's pretty good. Ooh, boy. Let's see what this guy can do against Luffy and Ace. I've not played Blackbeard at all. I know roughly what he's going to do because I've watched a lot of stuff for Blackbeard, and I love Dofi, so I know how to play the deck roughly already. And Luffy and Ace, I know very little about, besides the fact that he has a lot of Luffy and Ace cards that are 6k bodies, or something like that. I think it's 6k. Is this a good hand? I got 2 Searchers, I got San Juan Wolf, I got some 2Ks, so yeah, I think this is fine. I think this is good. And they're going first, so I can get the even curve too. I think we're all good. We got Inazuma, yep, okay, it is 6Ks. What'd you grab? Alright, you got the SR already. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. Oh, but we got Shiryu. Ooh, but we got Shiryu. I am happy about that. Let's... First and foremost, let's just play this stage. I think we get the Jesus Burgess, trash that with the full lead, and plan on getting that back at some point with Shiryu, or something like that. I don't know. But let's just do that. And then play full lead, and yeah, I think we do that. Trash that. Oh, get the 10-cost Blackbeard for sure. 1000% sure. And then pass. So we got this Jesus Burgess we can get back at some point if need be. We got a Vasco Shot, which could be a decent card to trigger out at some point through something like a Shiryu. San Juan Wolf, good card to heal. So we got some good options with Shiryu. Yes, they're 6k, so it's very annoying to be able to swing into this guy. But it's fine. What is this? 8? If you have a character with the original power... Oh, wait. Give this character... If you have a character with an original power, 7k or more, give this leader minus 2k power. So it is just a vanilla 6k, sort of, but you can't play anything higher than a 7k base. So I think that 8 I just have to take. What's this trigger? Play a full lead from your trash. No trigger. Nothing that I like as far as triggers go there, which is kind of oh, another Shiryu. That could be a good thing to trash to full lead, to be honest. I don't think I go into life. Worry about that. I think I'll just play a San Juan Wolf. And then use full lead? Question mark? It could be nice to have 2 Shiryus, to be honest, to get that heal. So I think... Do I need all these 2Ks? Probably. I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine with this hand right now. I got 2 Shiryus that I can play back to back. I got a Blackbeard that I can play after that. And I got some 2Ks to help defend me. 6 in life. Cool. I think that they're shrinking this. I don't think there's anything they can do to deal with this at this point. Do I redirect into this guy? Is the thing. I would rather not lose 2Ks from hand, so I will trash a Pizarro, redirect, and then boom. Now my leader is a 7K. Why does it say plus 7K? Supposed to be a 7K base. Supposed to be a 7K base. Not that. Not plus 7K. And it's a 12K. I was hoping the opponent would kind of swing into that so I could get an idea if that is exactly what it does. Because if so, that is not good. So... Let's play full lead. Or let's use full lead first off to trash one of these Shiryus. Because we do not need another one. Do we just get a 2K in Katarina? Yeah. I think we just get a my age. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Because I'd have to trash the card no matter what. I don't know. I don't know what the logic is there. Let's play this. Trash a Lafitte. Get... So I can heal anything with the cost of 6 or less at the top. What seems good here? What seems good here? Not San Juan Wolf, I don't think. I don't think it's Jesus Burgess. None of the 2Ks. Vasco Shot doesn't seem too good. I think it is just Shiryu. I think it is honestly just Shiryu for the time being. So, with that aside, let's just pass. So far we have not been able to swing into their life, which kind of sucks. But the other reason I'm putting Shiryu on top is so we can hopefully find more of these 10-cost Blackbeards. Because we got what is this, 6? 6 in a life. And then this shrinks something by 1. I mean, I'm taking one of these hits no matter what this turn. And they could go 7-7. Shrink this by 1 with the ace, so I think now is as good a time as any to trash and redirect. And then they can go 7 and 7. Yep. And I will take one of those for sure. And then probably realistically take the other one because I can heal next turn. Get more access to more cards and see if that does anything. See if that makes, yeah, use the trigger. Okay. More stuff, I guess. 6 in a life. They're leaving up at dawn. Do I counter? No. Ooh, I am glad I did not counter. I am very glad I did not counter. Okay, we got a lot of bricks, though. Well, not really. Not really, actually. Do we worry about these? I don't think so. I think what we worry about, for the time being... What do we play? What do we do? Go 6 into life. I think we go 9 into one of these aces. Because they might take this. They might take this. They also might counter. Okay, they do counter. Because of that, we are going to go into one of these aces. What does this do? If this character would be removed from the field by an opponent's effect, you may give this character minus 2k power for the turn instead. Okay. This shrinks stuff. So I would much rather go for that ace. And they are much more likely to defend this ace. So I think I'm going to just go 9 into 9. Get another card out of their hand. I don't know if this is necessarily the right play, but we got a 2k out of them, and I will take that. So let's play this Shiryu. Trash. Heal. What do I heal? Do I heal San Juan Wolf? I think so. I think so. I think that is the best line. Get them to commit more Dawn instead of go wide. I think that's the right play. So I'll put that on top. And then, do I full of lead? Do I full of lead? Yeah. I'll trash the little feet. Get a... Get a Jesus Burgess. And then put the rest on bottom. And pass. So I got 8Ks. They might go in to the Shiryus. They might, or this Shiryu. They might be aggressive and go into the Shiryu. Who knows? But next turn could actually be pretty good for us. Because this Blackbeard is gonna negate the leader effect. So we could go into these 6k bodies with the 8ks, with the 8k Shiryus. And do a lot more. Okay, cool. So they have 8 Dawn. So they could... What could they play? That is the question. What could they play? I think we let this one go. Use the trigger. Make our leader a 7k. Okay. It buffed it by 2 this time. Good. Instead of buffing it by 7. Okay. 8. If you go 8 into 7. Okay, 9. 9 into 7 is better. So we got another 2k. We got another 2k. They have 5 Dawn? I think we trash the Burgess, redirect, give them a 2k. Then what do they do? They play another ace. Okay, I'm a 7k. Should have gone into the Shiryu and shrunk. That's what you should have done, opponent. That is a slight misplay on the opponent's part there. So... It's fine, though. 6 and a 6. Okay. That, I will give them a 2k counter for. Yeah. Not that I want to, necessarily, but I will. Darn it. Okay. My era. So, what does this do again? If your leader has Blackbeard prior type and is... Negate the effect of your opponent's leaders. And then... Okay. So let's play this guy. Activate this guy. Negate that. And... that ace can't attack. So let's go 8 into 6. The opponent might have to let this go. They might have to let her go. Sweet. 8 into the other one. Are they going to have to let it go? Sweet. Do I use full of lead? I do not know. I do not know. I will. Look at the top. Ooh, the cost of 4 less? That could be good. But I would rather play this teach next turn. Let's get another 2K. Let's get another 2K. And then pass. I would love to be able to swim with my leader right now. But just stalling out the opponent, grinding them to dust, I think that's fine. We got rid of a lot of their board. This cannot attack. They do have Tendon, but I think we are in a pretty good spot here. Megalo. Okay. KO my Shiryu. Darn you. But, granted, it's not a threat on the board. Realistically, they have to put Dawn on it. They have to commit Dawn to it. I think that's fine. 6 and a what? 6 and a life? Sure, I'll give you a 2K. No blocker. Give you a 2K. And then you can go 7, and I will block. Okay, I will block. I will just block. Anything else? Okay, cool. That Van Auger's pretty good. That Van Auger's pretty nice. Let's go 5 and a 4. Because we actually have something that we can swing into, which is nice. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Play this. Nullify leader. That can't attack. Go 8 into 6. You get a let it go opponent, or you get a counter with a 4K event, or a 3K event. I don't remember what events this deck has. You have not seen Luffy yet, which I kind of like. It makes these blockers way worse. But I think it just rests. Okay. That's for your leader. That is for your leader, opponent. Yep. And then I will go 12 into life. I realistically only need 1 blocker. And I don't think I need to search. So I will pass. I think I'm good. I think I can... Okay, there it is. Rest up to one of your opponent's characters with blocker. So, yep, it does just rest anything. That is kind of annoying, but I can kill that Luffy next turn if I can search for another Blackbeard, which realistically was a reason to actually search with this full lead last turn, but it's fine. Let's counter with an Auger. And then the opponent might just play another one of these guys, one of these little guys. Nope, you play a blocker of your own. Would be removed from the field by an effect. Cool, I don't have any of those. And then what? Is this just going to be a big number? 8 into 8. I will definitely counter. 9. I think I take. Honestly, I think I might take. Is that dumb? No. Okay, I got something to trash to full lead next turn. That I am happy about. That I am very happy about. The opponent cannot do anything else, because this ace cannot attack. Nor will I ever let it attack again. Let's trash the full lead. Darn it. Get a Vasco shot. I think that's the right play. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we have 7 Dawn that we're going to spend. So we have 3 Dawn to play around with. Let's start... Let's go 12 into the Luffy. See if the opponent blocks that one. They don't. Cool. That was a very big misplay by the opponent. I love to see it. Let's go 8 into life. What does the opponent do about that one? They take. Cool. They have a trigger. Not as cool. That just rests a character. That really sucks. That is a very, very dumb trigger. Alright, 8 into life. Will the opponent take? Or will they block? Who knows? Who knows? They take. Cool. I'll take that. Let's trash a Van Augur. Make our leader a 7k with this San Juan Wolf, basically. I think that's the best line for us. And then this guy, Vasco Shot. Okay, and I think with that, we will pass the turn. So we have 1 redirect, and we have the ability to become a 7k. We can basically block, quote-unquote, 2 things this turn. So I think we're fine. I think we're not going to lose this turn. And next turn, the opponent cannot kill us. Or, the opponent cannot live. Okay, they're going to play that, and then what are they going to play rested? I don't really care what they play rested. It ain't going to work. Okay, that... You have to rest the character in order to do that. Cool. So with this Vasco Shot, there's no way the opponent's killing us this turn. With the Vasco Shot, we can rest the Law, just to guarantee that we can win next turn. So I think that's the play. I think that is the play. I'm trying to think of what the opponent could do here to, Okay, what did they just do? They gave an active Dawn to this. Why did they do that? Why did they do that? It's kind of weird of the opponent. The opponent is not necessarily, I don't think they're making a lot of good plays here. They've made a couple of big misplays. Mostly that, for whatever reason, playing an active Dawn on that and playing this event when they did, because it couldn't have countered. What is this going to be? Okay, so 7 in the life, 8 in the life. I will use the trigger. My leader is a 7k. The opponent can go 7. I'm just going to redirect in the Vasco. Yep. Redirect, resolve, rest. You got a 10 cost Blackbeard, which can also be helpful to help us extend if we need to. So let's start with 8 in a life. I don't think there's a world where they win, but in case, or get through this turn, but in case there is, I got this Blackbeard, which I think will... Okay, they counter. Cool. That makes me very optimistic about being able to kill them. They take no trigger with the Luna. 12 in the life. The opponent is going to have to block here. And then I will go big number. And 22. GG's to the opponent. Alright, let's get into another game to see what Blackbeard can do. Alright, playing against Luffy and Ace again. I will go second again. I will keep this hand. Yeah. This hand's fine. This hand's fine. I got plays. I have a repeatable way to search to get the Shiryus and the 10 cost Blackbeards. So we're all good. We are all good. And this deck gets to go first, which, it's fine. It's fine. What's the opponent gonna do? Just play a searcher and pass? Okay, why'd that take so long? Okay, Law. Oh yeah, I always forget that is exactly a 6K, which is a good card to search. Get my era. Get a 2K? Sure. Full of lead. Trash full of lead. Trash that. Get the 10 cost. Cool. And pass. And pass. So we got San Juan Wolf to play next turn. Hopefully have a way to get Shiryu and play Shiryu. Inazuma. Okay. Get a Luffy. That's annoying, but fine. Whatever. It's fine. 8 in the life? I'm fine with that. I'll take it. Another 10 cost. Okay. Don't need any more of these. Just give me Shiryu. Just give me Shiryu. Opponent, you can't do anything else. Pass the turn. It's going to be one of these games, isn't it? Opponent who can't do anything and is going to take 30 seconds to say pass because they can't do anything. I can't go 5. Play San Juan Wolf. Trash. Realistically, Augur. Dang it. Guess I'll get my era. And pass. Not great. Not going super great right now, is it? Huh. Well, shoot. So I'll redirect into the San Juan Wolf when they play the Luffy. And then I'll basically be able to counter out 2 attacks. And I won't go down any cards in hand. Just this 5k on board, which is sad. But whatever. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. This game shines in the end game, eventually. Okay. Ace. Sure. Redirect. My leader is now bigger. Why is it saying +7? It should just say +2. My leader's not a 12k. It shouldn't be a 12k. It should just be a 7k. Okay. And Shiryu. Thank God. Let's trash Vasco. Ooh, get another Shiryu. Yep. Go like that. Play a Shiryu. Trash a San Juan Wolf. I'm not going to trash Shiryu so I can have another Shiryu to play next turn. I will just put, honestly, just a San Juan Wolf on top. And pass. Just kind of make it so the opponent can't really do too much to our life unless they commit more Dawn, which I am perfectly fine with. That means they're not developing as much. So once we start chaining these 10-cost Blackbeards, we can just destroy them. Destroy them forever. But yeah, Luffy and Ace, fun leader. I don't think it's going to be able to do too much, though, against this deck. But to be fair, this deck is not close to the best version of the deck. It is going to be fun, though. This deck is really fun to play, and I am looking forward to playing this deck. Yes, it is yellow, and I'm not the biggest fan of the yellow sloppy grossness, but it's fine. Yep, What are you gonna do, opponent? What are you gonna do? Alright, I'll take, use the trigger. My leader, whew, it didn't do +7. Okay, we got a good card to be able to trash. A good trigger body to trash. It is 6 into 7, opponent. That is not what you want to do. I will resolve that attack. And the opponent can go 8 if they want. In which case, I will... Or 7. Either way, I'm taking it. Because I'm going to be able to go back up to 3 life next turn. Or they don't swing. That's a choice, I guess. So, in that case, what do I want to do? Go 7 and 8, maybe? Let's trash Myra first. Get a Vasco shot. So, nothing really important. But to be fair, that could be a decent card to play. Could be. It could be. Nah, I don't need it. 7 into life. Get a 2k out of their hand, or they take it. In which case, okay, 2k. Good value. Good value we just got. 8 into life. 2k, 1k? They should take this. But they don't. And I am perfectly fine with that. Let's play this. Trash the Vasco. Heal. Probably just another San Juan Wolf, honestly. Let's just do that. Let's just keep healing the San Juan Wolf. Make our leader 7k over and over and over again. Because that's fine. I'm fine with that. They could go into board, which I don't want to do, but I got some 2Ks to help defend, so that's fine. I got 2 teaches to continue the pressure, and I'll be able to get rid of some of the stuff on their board next turn, which is also nice, because I'll be able to negate their leader effect, making these bigger. I can go 8 into 6, 8 into 6, and they don't have a lot to defend with, so these will likely live. And this is going to be rushing in 2, so... it's kind of annoying, but I'll just go for both of these next turn. Okay, 7 in the life. Okay. I will take and be perfectly fine about that. What are you going to do, opponent? You can't rest any blockers because I don't have any blockers yet. Though, to be fair, in the final version, this deck, I imagine, is probably not going to need to run these unless it just doesn't get any more top-end teeth. In which case, I don't know. Okay, leaders of 7. We got another 2k. So we got plenty of 2ks to help defend board or life or whatever. What I honestly hope they do is they go for life. They just keep going for life. They don't really worry about board too much. Yes, this is what I want to see. Are you going to put another Dawn on it? And go 8? You could do that. And if you do that, I'll be very happy. Okay, nope. Okay, 8 into what? Not this. Okay. What are you going to shrink? That. I will give you a 2k, right? Yes, give you a 2k. That's not what I meant to do. I just burned a 2k for absolutely no reason. I hate that stupid thing. I hate that That's so frustrating. I'll take. Because I was planning on having to defend this Shiryu, so I'll take, I guess. Opponent, you can't rest anything. I'll take. Oh my god. I lost a 2k for no reason there. I'm so pissed off about that. That's so stupid. So stupid. Opponent, you can't swing with anything else. You can pass the turn. For Christ's sake. Let's trash. I don't need another one of these, so I'm just gonna get the Van Auger. I think that's fine. Play this. Nullify. That can't attack. And go 8 into 6. Opponent probably won't be able to defend both of these. If any, which is nice. I'm hoping they can't defend either. And if they can't, sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Realistically, I should have negated one of these. But to be fair, I mean, with only 4 cards in hand, I don't know. Yep, they let it go. 8 into the other one. Is it gonna die? Is it gonna die too? Please tell me it does. Yes. Perfect. Perfect. So this can't attack now. They can go 6 in a life, but I'll just be able to block. If they go into anything else, I can just trash the Auger to redirect. Feeling good. And then I'll be able to do the same thing next turn. So opponent, put down 2 bodies. Swing with those 2 bodies. And then I'm just going to clear your board again next turn. And feel just fine. You got the, what's it called? The Law. Nope, you got another Luffy. I'm going to give it Rush, so you can't play that other Law. Do you have another 5 cost to play? 6. Rest that. Sure. I will give you, not gonna trash, give you a 2K. And then what do you got for 5 Dawn? Do you got another? You got another one of these guys? Or another Ace? Or just a 5 cost Rush Ace of some sort? If you do, I'm perfectly fine with that. Because I am fine just going for board again, and again, and again. And feeling really good about that. And just make it so that they have no cards, nothing to do, nothing to use. Because I know they got a Law in there. If they play another card, well, then they only got 2 cards to work with, basically, as far as counter goes. And what's the likelihood that that's going to go well when I go 8 and 8 again? And 12 if I need to. So there is that, too. I really wish that I could. I have not yet been able to swing at their life, which I think is kind of funny. Or no, I have swung at their life. They've just countered out of both of those swings. So, that's... Or they're gonna go 5 in the life, 6 in the life. 6 in the life with that. Sure. Not gonna trash. I'll give you a 2K. Sure. I'm fine with that. 7. Trash. Redirect. Okay. Hey, I got something to swing into a teach. It's a miracle. And now we got some good pressure that's going to be going at their life 2 next turn, which is nice to see. So, let's just go 5 into 2. Play another teach. And then go 8 into 6. And if we need to, 8 into 6, and then 12 into life. I'm hoping that's not what is going to happen. So, nullify leader. That can't attack. Go 8 into 6. If they defend this, fine, I'll go 8 into life again. If not, 8 and 12. Sweet. 8 and 12. They'll probably have to take both of these. Realistically, let's go. 12 into life. Awesome. All of a sudden, same life total. Yes, they have more cards in hand than us, but they have no board. And we have pretty much a full board of giant monsters. We got 2 2Ks in hand to help defend us if need be. But, I mean, we got a 12k blocker. We got a way to redirect, so we can stop 2 attacks this turn if need be. And, I don't see a way that they can get out of this. So I think we can chalk this one up as a victory real quick. Law, bounce back to the little 1 cost, play Nami rested, which is going to do nothing because it's rested. Sure. That's fine. I don't know what you could play for 4 Dawn now. Probably should have just, like, played that, 1 cost Searcher rested and then played that Nami blocker. Because that could have done something. But, I don't think you can really do too much else, opponent, unless you have another Nami to play as a blocker. Nope. Just gonna play Inazuma. There is that 2-cost Buggy Chump blocker that they could get. What'd they get? They got Brook. Sure. 1k that is not gonna do a thing. 7 in a life. 8 in a life. 8 into one of these. Nope. Block. Block. And then they got 1 done up to play some kind of counter event. I would imagine. I would indeed imagine. Even though they're going to be able to restand 5 down with the Nami at end of turn anyways. So they might as well have... Yep, okay. Cool, cool, cool. Let's start with 8 in the life. Okay, they counter. And they do not have the ability to draw, which is awesome. Go 10 in the life, right? 1, 2, 3, so 8. So it'd be 13. So yeah, let's just do that. 10 in the life. They will probably, yep. 12 in the life. They'll block, I imagine. Okay. 12. Are they going to block? If they do, sure, so be it. Trying to think. So we could play the Vasco shot. We could swing. So, yep, they block. And then they got 7 cards in hand. A 13k swing. So they would need, I don't know, 7k counter. Would they be able to kill me next turn? Realistically, no. So, let's just go 13 into 6. See if the opponent has it. 3k. If they do, we'll just be able to live next turn, more than likely. 13. You got another 1k? Nope. GG's, opponent. GG's. And they could not have won next turn. And they could have played, like, this Luffy. Let's say this Law countered for 1 for some reason. They could have played that Luffy next turn, given that rush. They would have had 3 swings. And all I would have needed to do is redirect 1 swing. And I would be fine if they go tall on all the swings. And if they go wide, then I can redirect 1, and I'll likely be able to counter with these 2 2Ks. So there's just no way that they could have lived or beaten me no matter what. So that's nice. There are not a lot of people playing Unlimited because so little of the set is out realistically. I mean, there's a lot of it, but at the same time there isn't. Like, there's a lot of Teach that isn't on the sim, for example, yet. And there's just plenty of cards that haven't been spoiled yet. But I think Teach is a good deck. It is a good deck. It's going to be a competitive powerhouse. Yes, but I don't think it's as bad as people are saying it is. I don't think it's going to be too insane. Now, granted, the 8-cost Blackbeard and the I Am Blackbeard event are going to make this deck a lot stronger. Going to make this deck more consistent. But even then, like, let's say that Shiryu, and the next turn, instead of the Shiryu, we rip one of the opponent's life and we get a 10k on board, yeah, that heals us 1. So it's kind of close to similar, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, the deck is gonna be very strong with those 2 cards, but I don't think it's gonna be the end of the universe. And if Borsalino winds up being run in the deck, then I just guess that's fine, because yellow is absolutely freaking stupid, and should not have access to cards like Borsalino for every single yellow deck ever, but whatever. With all that aside, hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It's completely free, you won't regret. Check out my OP15 videos right here. Check out my OP15 pack opening series right here. Look forward to some more Blackbeard and OP16 content coming very soon. As soon as the rest of the set is spoiled, I just wanted to preview Teach real quick because the deck's pretty good. But with all that aside, see you all next time. Enjoy.